Okay, it's Nick here again from, or for, depending upon how you look at it, Green Wet Dream, which I thought was a pretty cool name for a YouTube channel. And I just want to show you that making or trying to make wood gas stoves could be incredibly cheap. And here we have the components of what is going to be another wood gas stove. Okay, a smaller one this time. Let's see if I can get the two things apart. Okay, the components are, if you're in the UK, you can get these easy. Tesco value sliced carrots in water, empty tin. I'll have to give it a scrub out first. And the other one is minced beef and onion. Tesco's minced beef and onion. Alright? So if you buy these products already, you've already got the main equipment. Now, unlike the other wood gas stove, I'm not going to drill holes along the bottom here, because whenever I do that I get metal flashing going inside the can. And as these two tins are more or less the same height, the flashings would act as some kind of support, and the sliced carrots tin would end up sitting up a bit too high. Now, because the Tesco's minced beef and onion tin was not opened by a tin opener, it had a ring pull to peel back the lid. It's got a nice little lip on the inside there, and what happens is I can put these two one inside the other. It's a very, well, reasonably tight fit, and the metal ring at the top here will sit in quite nicely and touch the metal ring from the minced beef and onion tin. Alright, so what I'll need to do is to make air holes at the top here for the air jet holes, and I'm probably going to completely remove the bottom. So when I use this as a small wood gas stove, I have to have it supported. So I suppose the main message here is when you're getting tins to make wood gasifier stoves, you've got to think about the functions of the tins themselves and actually start putting some planning in. That's where the intellectual challenge really is. Naturally, this is a lot smaller than the golden syrup tin that made up the larger wood gas stove that I made before, that you've already seen me using. So that would demonstrate that you've got to carry on adding wood to it. There's another guy who makes small wood gas stoves, and he says that once you've got the reaction going, once you've got the gasification happening, then you add small bits of wood going into it. So it's going to require different skills again to get it going, to get it going and to use it, because smaller stoves will require different care and preparation. Now, as I mentioned before, I want to think closely about burn time, and I want to think closely about the kind of dimensions we're talking about. I'm working out in my head a design for basically a taller wood gas stove made from possibly sheet metal. I'm getting myself a pop rivet gun so I can then bend the sheet metal around into a cylinder and pop rivet it down the side, and then have another cylinder on the outside, and just some metal gauzing on the underneath to allow for the updraft of air, because these gasifier stoves rely upon air going upwards, which then gets turned by the burning material into the wood gas. And then it's the hot air coming in which reignites the wood gas itself. So it's actually a secondary burning system.